Alright, bitches, we're on to episode 72 of Dragon Ball Super. This episode is called Will There Be a Counterattack? The Invisible Killing Strike. And this episode, it was okay. It was solid. I mean, if this is filler, or slice of life, then, Dragon Ball Super every week, these episodes, very, very solid. It's once they get into the actual plot that they have their missteps. The other thing, too, the animation wasn't as overly bad as the preview for the last episode made it seem. It's just all images taken from basically one scene where there's, it's that very fast, fluid animation style. They just didn't have the time to touch up a lot of the details. It's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. So the episode picks up with Gohan, Goten, and Piccolo near Goku's dead body. And Piccolo tries to revive him, and Gohan and Piccolo, they sense and see Goku's ki blast that he had fired off just after being hit by Hit's strike in last episode. And it comes down, it hits Goku, and it kind of revives him, it restarts his heart. And Piccolo, kind of laughs at, this is what Goku's capable of. Now, Goku then says, he wants to keep fighting Hit. And Goten is like, no, let me avenge you and stuff. Goten really wants to fight. And I'm like, damn, okay, so they're kind of trying to set up, Goten, it seems like. But it looks like they almost do the same thing with Goten that they do with Gohan, where they give them these little lines of dialogue or these little actions that they take, but then there's no follow-up to it. Because we know that Goten is not going to be on the Universal survival team, the Universal Survival Arc. Goten is not on the Universe 7 team, so Goten being fired up to fight Hit or avenge Goku or be useful, there's not going to be any follow-up to that. And that's also another shame, man, because that's the Future Trunks saga. Goten had, is it less than 5 minutes of screen time? It might be. Goten had probably between 5 to 10 minutes of screen time in the entirety of the Future Trunks saga, and now it looks like he's not going to be a competitor in the team in the Universal Survival Arc. Very, very disappointing there. So Goku flies over to a forest, and him and Hit begin, they resume their fight. And Goku's trying to sense Hit out, but what he's noticing is that he's sensing Hit's energy all over the place. So Goku states that Hit is able to create duplicates of his energy, and he closes his eye and you see Hits flashing all over the screen. And so that's pretty interesting. Hit, it's in the Dragon Ball Super manga, Goku is just straight up stronger than Hit, and that's how he gets through Hit's time skip and shit. But in the anime, they are giving Hit all kinds of crazy abilities that are actually pretty interesting too. Hit goes for his killing strike again. Goku is just barely able to dodge it, and it goes through one of the trees. So this is why Goku took the fight to a forest, because he wanted to see if Hit's killing strike, I guess that's what it's called for now, if it was able to go through an object or not. And Goku is surprised that it was, and he basically deduces that it's an invisible energy blast. And Hit laughs and realizes that Goku did figure it out. So after this, Goku takes the fight to a more wide open area. It's kind of a cliff overlooking, the ocean or the sea. Kind of a different locale from a lot of the fights in the series. The fight in the forest, the fight over, a cliff over the sea. I like this because it's not just a fucking, wasteland at daytime like the entire, Vegeta fight was in the Saiyan Saga, and the entire Cell fight. Really, when I say Cell fight, when Cell goes perfect, that destroys all of the greenery of the island, so it's just a desert island. And then the Cell games is in a desert island. And then Gotenks for a lot of the time is fighting Boo in some sort of rocky wasteland. And then Gohan is fighting Boo there, and then Vegeta is fighting Boo there. So that's kind of the scenery we usually get with fights. It's good that they're in Dragon Ball Super. They aren't just fighting in that same location. They're fighting in all different kinds of places, which is something I am really enjoying. And also battles at night, which is something we never have really seen a lot in Dragon Ball. Now, Goku is trying to attack Hit, and he's kind of phasing through him. So Hit has some other interesting ability that's stopping Goku from hitting him. And Goku is noticing that it seems like there's almost, two hits, one that attacks him and one that defends against him. Then the scene switches over to Vegeta training with Whis, and, Whis still wants Vegeta to do reps at attacking Whis, I guess. And Vegeta bribes Whis. First he says an extra fine steak, and Whis is like, no, that's not gonna work. It needs to be something tasty I've not had before. I've had many steaks. And so Vegeta says, alright, motherfucker, we'll go a steak with Granny's secret sauce on it. And, Whis, he busts a nut right there, like, oh, Granny's secret sauce. That shit, it's pretty funny. But clearly, Vegeta appealed to Whis, so Whis is gonna tell Vegeta whatever he knows in exchange for the steak with Granny's secret sauce on it. So we go back to the fight between Goku and Hit, and Goku still can't hit. Can't hit. Yeah, there we go. And the camera pans up, and we see that Champa and Vados are actually overlooking the fight. And Vados explains Hit's ability. And I was sitting here listening to Vados' explanation, and I was following it. And I'm like, okay, so Hit's time skip stores up that time and creates a parallel world. Okay, I got it. And then when he's attacked, he's able to move between the two worlds. And I'm like, hold on, time out. Hit is using Kamui. He's using Obito's ability from Naruto. It's the same thing. Hit is able to transport his physical body to this parallel world he's created through storing up time using his time skip. And then when people are attacking him, his physical body's there, even though people can still see him. And then when he goes to attack, he just, leaves that parallel dimension. It's the same thing. So Hit, man, they made Hit OP as fuck. They're giving him these crazy abilities. I mean, this stuff does make sense with him being an assassin and all, but giving him Kamui? Damn! Hit then he shows that he can actually attack even when he's in that parallel world. He kind of punches or shoots another one of those invisible blasts, and it kind of hits Goku. And Vados remarks that Hit is not fighting he's not being an assassin right now. Right now, he's just being a martial artist. He's showing all of his best techniques to Goku and letting Goku, try and work around them. He's enjoying the fight, which does, I don't, when I was introduced to the assassin Hit, I didn't really like that. It's okay, this guy's a ruthless assassin. I'm speaking about the tournament. Why is he I'm just gonna, instantly, lose to Monica because Goku showed me such a good fight and I respect Goku so much? It seemed weird, but now that we're getting follow-up on it, that stuff is better in hindsight now because they're continuing this theme of how Hit is acting. Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta show up, and they also begin watching the fight. It's mainly just Goku trying to go through Hit's, his little, I don't know what to call it, Kamui. I'm just gonna fucking call it Kamui, Obito's ability. So, Goku, powers up completely, and he goes to start firing, Kamehameha, and, he's building up his aura, and Hit activates his time skip, and you see, his time skip starts to crack. It's really hard to tell exactly what's going on, but it's fine, it's whatever. And Goku fires his Kamehameha, and it kind of breaks Hit's time skip, and they kind of both get knocked out. And I was like, oh, okay, this is, alright, so that's it, it's a draw. Goku just fires a Kamehameha, and I guess we could say it hits Hit enough that they both kind of get knocked down, and they're smiling, and everything is all fucking happy-dory. And then here's where it's revealed, where Vegeta asks Hit, okay, so who hired you? And Hit is like, no, I'm not going to disclose my client. And Vados says that she was the one who hired Hit, but it was done by a proxy. And then that's revealed to have been Whis. Whis says that he's the one who hired Hit, and then it's revealed that Goku is the one. So Goku wanted to fight Hit at his best. So he hired Hit to kill him by telling Whis that he wanted that. So then Whis had Vados actually do the hiring of Hit. So Goku gets the greatest assassin of all time who could do time skipping and all these bullshits, and he hires Hit to kill him so that he can actually fight him. It's just I have seen people have said that, and I mean that's fine. This whole little 2-episode mini arc, very, very fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Hit is a cool character. I mean, he's not really one note because, he does like his smug kind of, I don't know, cool, like too cool for school act. But then like this little side of him where he really enjoys fighting Goku and he has kind of like that Saiyan attitude. That is a nice little touch there. I do appreciate that. All in all, though, I'd say this was definitely a very enjoyable episode. So, I mean, hey, we could just stick to this slice of life filler for a while now, and I'm pretty sure all of January is going to be like that. So let's just keep this shit going then, huh?